is when the politicians in Israel, and that's the system, that's the way it works, takes your money and create for me a job that no one needs. And then I'm working for them. I'll get all my family and all my relatives to vote for them. And then they'll get more power and they'll buy more people with the money of others. And by doing that, you're creating a upside down pyramid where those who really work in this country, and there are very, very good people in this country, especially the young generation, the young couples and so on, working very hard, getting them the smallest salaries, paying more than anywhere else in the West. Why? Because about a third of the Israelis are working for the government, believe it or not.
Well, the problem is there is an arrogance. There is a massive arrogance to government and to the pakidim, the clerks that work for the government, and the people with the jobs and the nepotism. They believe we can keep putting all of this stuff on the backs of the productive, creative, talented people, and they're just going to take it. But the Jew is very, 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 very clever. And the Jew is the world expert at voting with his feet to leave and to get out of places that are going to put these burdens on his back. And what happens is then the 1/3 starts to disappear. Where did my kids go? Where did all these creative people go? Where did these startup nation entrepreneurs go? The first thing that just about every startup nation star does when they make it big is they leave. Do you know where they leave to?
Silicon Valley, I guess.
Silicon Valley, almost.
Yeah.
There's actually 50 states to choose from in the United States. Almost every single startup success goes to one state. I'd love to see in the comments if anybody knows this piece of information. They all go to the smallest state in the entire United States. That state is Delaware. Yeah. Any idea why they go to Delaware? No. It's the place that puts the least stuff on your back. Israelis know these are people who've sold out for $1 billion sometimes, or $500 million. They have smart lawyers and they say, go to Delaware. Sometimes it's Nevada, but I think it's mostly Delaware, that they know where to go. The older Jewish people in the United States, there's no law that says that older people need to go to Florida. Just Florida has no income tax. So that retired people go to Florida because there's no income tax. Jews are world experts at voting with their feet.
Also
and
Israelis.
And Israelis leave the country just about every year.
But they say there's about 1 million Israelis in Miami. And on one hand, Israeli success is a success, including economical success. You cannot deny the fact that Israel developed 10 times in the last 30 years. But you know what? You know, Barak, what is the biggest test for the Israeli economy? The feet of the people.
Exactly.
Where all the waves of Aliyah came from in the 50s, in the 70s, in the 90s. Where did they came from? Did they came from a wave of Aliyah? I'm not talking about individuals who come out of ideology, like you, like my family. I'm talking about waves of Aliyah, 500,000 Jews coming at the same time.
I get counted 3 times.
Okay. Did you see any wave of Aliyah from the United States of America, or from England, or Western Europe, or Canada, or Australia, from the West, from the free countries? Nada. Nothing. The big waves of Aliyah came to Israel only from countries like the Arab countries and the Eastern Europe countries and the Russian countries. So from countries where the economy is centralized and less free than Israel. So basically, the fact that Jews do not come in big sums to Israel from the free countries is the proof of the failure of the Israeli economy. And when you're not making a free economy, you lose Zionism. You lose the reason why we created this state.